158.
Okay, take a few good deep breaths. Go squat first. Do your head squat first.
On my head squat?
Yeah, do your head squat first. Let's go 6. Face in. Good. Go through your cue list. Get everything set up right. Good. Feet over row. Nice flat back. Chin up just a little there. Good. Last one. Good. Overhead squat. Finish. 6 reps. Strong finish. Well done. Just check out your right foot. Good. Good adjustment. Good. Swing the elbows. You're working right there. Feel that. Very good. Stop. Check your heart rate now. That was a really hard finish.
169.
Just touching on 170.
Sorry, 164.
164, good. How's your elapsed time?
60 minutes.
Okay, you can stop that. We've been rolling through that just to show a little set that we did. Your 4th set of that little circuit.
Yes.
Pretty tough. Ambient temperature is fairly cool in here today, so I don't expect that our average will be as high as 142, but we'll see in a second. Very well done. A lot of hard work, but a lot of times when we looked at the numbers, we were sitting on 142, right?
Right.
Where ordinarily, when it was a little warmer, we'd be looking at the number of about 156. Would that be fair?
Yeah, between 156 and like 165, yeah.
Yeah, so the ambient temperature being cooler in here today is kept that average down, in my opinion. But it didn't keep the work rate down. You worked really hard today. Very, very, very hard. And one of the things we talked about, so we're going again later in the week, Friday, but one of the things that you and I have established really early on, right from the start, was that when you did your homework, you would send me a screenshot of your work. So you use a tracker. We talked about that a couple of times on the Famous 5 vlog that we got going here. And it works really well, right?
Right.
An accountability check-in.
Right.
Right. So just talk about that from your perspective, and then I'll chime back in again about literally paying the piper with our mutual friend
Bush.
Graham Muir up in Steamboat there. Fundamentally, that part of it for me is that I have these check-in systems going with a lot of people.
Right.
Who checks me?
Probably not too many people.
Graham.
Oh, Graham does.
So when I'm going to do something fairly significant, I text him before it, a few days before, and say, hey, I'm going to do this.
Right.
Because he's going to call you on your bullshit if you don't do it.
Right.
Right. So that's about what it is. So just go through your perspective on how that works for you.
My perspective, as I was pretty much freestyling my fitness before you and I started working this regimen together, I didn't really have too much accountability partners for anything that I was doing. So other than my group rides with my cycling friends.
Sure.
So like a holiday upcoming right now, I'll know that I have somebody to count on. They'll know that I can send my quote unquote homework to.
Sure.
When I do that, obviously I keep a record of it, but I'm feeling darn good about myself.
Yeah. where's the record?
It's on my iPhone.
It's on your tracker and
Yeah,
your
my
iPhone.
tracker,
Exactly. So what we do for that check-in is we take a screenshot of that. So next week, when you're away, I expect to see 4 of those.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter about the format of them. It can be your own workout because you know this type of work here, inside out now.
Yeah.
It could be a walk that is a level that's just under a jog because it'll be a lot warmer where you're going, so you're going to get a good average heart rate for that.
Right.
But it needs to be meaningful.
Yep.
And it needs to count. And I'll expect over that week to see 4 of them, because the other thing that I see a lot of at this time of the year is food.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, around the festive season, everybody's going mad on the food, and it gets colder in the northern part of North America, and then people start to hibernate, and those two things in combination are not good.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to watch portion control, and you got to work out.
Yeah.
And having that accountability check-in is a big part of it.
And I think my mindset going into these 2 months where the holiday weeks is just because it's holiday doesn't mean I don't keep my eye on the ball.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. And there's a lot of distractions, a lot of excuses.
Right.
But you've got to carve out some time. And if you're with family, there's nothing like it, in my opinion, going out for a walk with a relative you haven't seen for a while. It's just one of the most amazing things you can do. It's just a wonderful thing, and you share and you catch up, and it's high quality experience. But it can be a high quality fitness experience as well.
Absolutely.
Drop the hammer. So yeah, good stuff. By the way, what did we hit in terms of our average?
See. 133.
Yeah, so 9 beats less than about normal, right?
Yeah.
So knowing that bit of information there, do you feel like exertion-wise that this was a lesser workout?
No.
It was tough, right?
It was tough.
Yeah, right. So it's another factor that you've got to kind of juggle. It's another variable is temperature.
Right.
And we've talked about that before too, so you've got to take that into account, right?
Precisely.
But well done. 133, not to be sneezed at. Still a good one. Very good workout, Angelo. Well done.